Hey everyone, so I'm here at school and I thought I'd hurry and just give you a little update on what's going on with Jared's medicine. So I talked to the medical assistant 3 times today, and just give you a little, update on what's going on. The first time I talked to the medical assistant, she wanted to know if our insurance had changed, and I had let her know no, our insurance hasn't changed. Because when I talked to the medical assistant last week, she had told us that I can't call right now because the insurance company is closed back east, and I thought that was kind of weird, but I didn't mention anything. I was just like, okay, well, I don't know anything about where insurance companies are based out of as far as headquarters go. So I was just figured she knew what she was doing. The second time on the phone, when I talked to her, she when she called back, there's some people walking by that are really loud. Did you see him? She said that she had called our insurance company and they had said that our insurance showed no record of Jared taking the HCG or them paying anything for it. And I said, well, we've been taking it since March. We have 2 different pharmacies, one that's our main pharmacy that we get most of our medications from, and then the other pharmacy that we get the HCG from, because it's like $40 or $50 cheaper to have this pharmacy compound it rather than our normal pharmacy ordering it in, and then we have to mix it, or I have to mix it. I'm like, you can call that pharmacy. I gave her the name and the number. I told her, I'm pretty sure that they could print you out some kind of list that would have the dates and what we paid and what Jared was taking it as, for as proof to show the insurance company that we had actually been taking this medication since March. So she got off the phone and she said that she was going to call, so I figured she would call and then she'd call me back. She called a 3rd time. She said that she called the pharmacy and got the paperwork, showing that we had indeed been paying for that medication. And then she also had gotten the paperwork from the insurance company, from the Pre-Auth department on what chart notes or, whatever was needed for them to send to the insurance company for them to go through and review and possibly approve that. So she basically just said, we'll keep you updated. I'm a little nervous about it. We were supposed to have a doctor's appointment today, but we haven't upped Jared's medicine at all. And so we were supposed to have blood tests yesterday and just ended up not doing it just because there has been no change. We haven't upped the medicine, so there's no point in doing the blood work, paying for the labs, and then coming in for an appointment for today. So when I talked to her, I pretty much just said, I know we have an appointment today, and I'm so sorry, but we're going to need to cancel that because, we just haven't upped the meds, so there's no point. And she was like, oh yeah, I understand. So, the thing is if we can get the insurance company to cover the HCG, then we can take the money that we're currently spending on the HCG and start saving that for the Gonal F, which is the really expensive medication. I have a feeling that even if we up the dose to 6 mLs, even when we get to 6 mLs, because we have to go from 3 to 4 for a couple weeks, and then 5 a couple weeks later after that, and then after that another couple weeks 6. And so I have this feeling that when we get to 6 and we're at 6 for a while, and then we have another sperm analysis done, that the results will be the same as the last one. I just have this feeling that's just how it kind of goes for us. It would be helpful, that it would work, because that would be amazing. But I'm positive that more than likely he'll have to do the Gonal F. So What else did I want to talk to you guys about? Oh, so I got an email from the fertility clinic back. Let me pull up my email real quick. So basically the email says thus. We received your email. And to get started with the process of getting set up with Dr. F is his name. The cost of the consult would be $230 and can be billed to our insurance as long as they're in network. So if this office is not, this fertility clinic is not in network, then we'll have to pay out of pocket. The insurance wouldn't cover it. The consult's an hour long and includes a transvaginal ultrasound. She says, if you'd like to go ahead and schedule that new patient consult, provide me with the contact number and she'll call me back. So I emailed her back and I was a little snarky. I feel kind of bad. But I get kind of like frustrated because it seems like every place we go to, they always assume it's me that has the problem. And I don't want anybody to think that like it seems like for the most part infertile couples don't think of it as his problem or her problem, if it's one or the other. Sometimes it's both, but most of the time it's our problem. It's not Jared's problem, even though Jared is the problem. This is something we're both dealing with. I chose Jared, Jared chose me. I knew he had KS before I married him, and that was my choice. And so, and now it is our problem. So I just get kind of huffy, but this is the email that I wrote back, and I was a little snarky, and I kind of feel bad, but it is what it is. I said, great, I'm so glad you received my email. I worked previously with somebody, so maybe you don't understand our situation. My husband Jared has a genetic condition called KS, and I had contacted your clinic back in 2015, September, to inquire if any of your doctors there had treatment with this condition, like had treated male patients with this condition. And she let me know that Dr. F had previous experience with this condition, and this is kind of where I got snarky. I said, I know most of the time, or most people assume that the majority of the time it's a female that is the reason for infertility, but in our instance, it's strictly a male fertility issue. We were seen about 4 years ago at a different fertility clinic, and we underwent numerous procedures. I underwent numerous procedures to check my own fertility levels, which were all normal. By the way, they were all normal. And then participated in a procedure called frozen embryo transfer, also known as embryo adoption, to achieve pregnancy, but was unsuccessful. Jared's current endocrinologist, Dr. N, has never treated another Kallmann syndrome patient. Jared is his first. And so we're looking to work with somebody who has had experience treating and achieving fertility with this condition. I'm not sure at this point a transvaginal ultrasound will be necessary, since my husband doesn't have a vagina to begin with. Wink, wink. So it was a little snarky, but we'd love to set up an appointment with Dr. F for a new patient consult anyways. And she emailed me back and said, I completely understand, no problem. Dr. F is a great choice for you and your husband. See, I just needed somebody to understand. It gets really frustrating to have to like explain and re-explain every time you talk to somebody that, that what's going on. It's like, I have to explain it again. She said the consult would still be scheduled under you, even though the issue lies with your husband, since eventually the outcome will be done to your body. What outcome? Pregnancy. Boop, 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 boop. And the consult is for both you and your husband, of course. The need for transvaginal ultrasound on you will be determined between you and Dr. F. So let's hope that that is the case, that I don't need one currently. She said I'll give you a call within the next day to get you scheduled. Sweet. So that's kind of where we're at. Don't know what else to say. I'm a little sore. I'm waiting for my next class to start, which is clear down in another building on the other side of campus, but I can show you where I'm at right now. And this is what I'm working on. I'll show you what I'm working on currently. This is called a lino cut. And you take a gouge. It'll have a handle attached to it, but this is what it looks like. And you basically take it and you carve out this is compressed sawdust with a binder in it. And so you carve it out, and then once it's carved out in whatever image that you want, you ink it up with a brayer, and then you slap a piece of paper on top of it and you run it through an intaglio press, and it prints the image onto the paper. So, but yeah, I'm just waiting for my lecture class to start, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I think my battery is dying, but I just want to thank you guys for watching, and if you guys can send out any good like vibes or juju, or keep your fingers crossed, or prayers, or you know, throw it out to the universe that the insurance company will approve the HCG and cover that. If you could do that for us, that would be fabulous. I know that there's power in prayer. There's power in, you know, lots of people thinking and praying and keeping their fingers crossed for you. So if you guys could just do that for us, that would be fabulous. We love you. If you like this video, please subscribe if you're new to our channel. And I will talk to you later. Goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. All right, for real,